Hi everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and right now I have Jerry Pives. Welcome, Jerry.
Hi.
So, can you tell me a little bit about how you got involved in the massage field, how you got started?
Yeah, well, there's two stories here, Ryan. One is how I got involved in massage, and the other.
I love how you say that.
Which bit?
Because us Americans, I mean, we just say a massage. It's kind of boring.
Oh, the word massage.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the story of me coming into massage is one story, but the story I'd like to share with you is how I came into developing no hands massage. I'm not sure which of those you'd like to hear.
Both.
So if we start with the first one, how I got into massage, really funny story. My partner at the time was into health and medicine, and she was a nurse, and I was a school teacher, and she told me she was going to do this massage course at weekends. And all the alarm bells rang. I thought, I'm not having other blokes massage my partner. So I went along to chaperone her. Now, I'm not proud of this.
Yeah.
This is not particularly PC. You know? But honestly, that's why I went. But within the third weekend, I was slam dunked. I mean, I was in love with massage. It did something that I've been looking for without realizing it. So once I found massage, that was it. I moved from there from teaching into full-time clinical practice. I found my love. It's what I get up in the morning is to give massage. I love it.
Yep, and you're from, was it England?
I'm from the UK, and I'm based now in West Yorkshire.
Okay.
In a little town called Hebden Bridge, which is near Halifax, which is also too small. So you're probably talking near Manchester for the American viewers. Yeah.
And how big is massage over there then? Is it really popular?
Yeah, there's a lot of massage going on, and it's a very popular scene, massage. You know,
so, is there regulations too and stuff?
Yeah, there are some regulations, but they're nothing quite like what you've got here in the USA. You guys are about 10 years ahead of us, I think.
Okay.
In general.
Okay. Yeah. And then with the no hands, can you explain a little bit about what it is and what kind of?
Yeah. Well, what basically happened was I had built a very successful practice in London. I've been very fortunate that I had an exclusive practice of top musicians who once one heard about my work and they referred me. I was very lucky. There was no marketing or business sense on my part. I can assure you, it was just good grace, you know. And I was very busy. And for the first 3 years of my full-time practice, I was doing what I loved, and everything was great, you know. But with the workload and the pressures of everything, what happened was I got one morning, I lifted my mug of tea at breakfast, and I got this sharp pain running right up my arm, and it was like it was broke, but it wasn't. It was a severe RSI injury, you know. But it had just suddenly, you know, built up slowly. I'd ignored it. I'd had aches. I'd had a few pains, but I continued to ignore it. I had a mortgage and I had, you know, 2 young babies to provide for. So I went to my clinic hoping I could somehow wing it, you know? so and I remember my first client this day, because he's changed my life. This first client, great big musician, great big back. And I looked at this back and I knew this back needed going into with some deep work, and I just felt such a fraud. You know, and I laid my injured hand on his sacrum, you know, and I started massaging with my left hand. Only I was so nervous because I thought he's going to think, why is he only massaging with one hand? You know? So I really started working in with that left hand, and within 15 minutes, I got exactly the same pain in my left arm. I literally, and I mean literally, at that point had no hands.
But at least you're even on both sides then, right, for pain?
So what happened then was I was going to lean down. I was in the process of leaning down to explain to him I could not massage him. I'm sorry, we'd have to stop the session. And I was thinking of the other 6 clients that day, 7 clients I had that I would need to cancel. Yeah. The next thing I remember was hearing the sound that this client made when I was going in deep. And I thought, I know that sound. And then I thought, in fact, where am I? And I opened my eyes, and I was looking at the carpet from over his body. I had collapsed unconscious onto the client, literally unconscious. It's like my unconscious mind had said, "You're not going to stop massaging," and it cut the blood supply off. I dropped over, and I'm looking at the carpet. And the guy on the table is making the noise that he used to make when I was getting in. He used to growl a little bit, you know. When you get in deep, sometimes the clients, they go, "Oh," that kind of noise. It's a good noise, you know. And I thought, what's happened here? I thought, how did I end up here? It's like, and there was a bit of a disorientation for a second or two, and then I thought, okay, this might work again. So I slowly lifted my body weight off him and tried to go in really relaxed also the second time, and he made the same noise. I thought, this is weird. This doesn't fit with anything I've ever learned in massage. Nothing. And so I started to just work with very, very, very soft contact. When people hear I do no hands, they say, "Oh yeah, I use my elbows." So we don't use elbows. We wouldn't be seen dead touching a client with elbows because we're using our body weight. If you put elbows on a client, you put your body weight in, you've got GBH. Do you have that in the States, GBH? Yeah? So I had to learn, and I worked clinically for about 15 years in my clinic, just quietly developing a system. My hands healed in about 18 months because it took a long time. It was a serious injury. It took a long time for them to get better. But when they came back, my clients didn't want me to change. In fact, on that day when I had that first experience of no hands, all the clients said to me, "Whatever it is you've gone away to learn, that's the best you've ever done." You know. So it was like amazingly, and I realized that all the rule books that I'd read about massage and all my training was out the window. I had to devise a new way of moving, a new way of transferring my weight. I had to change my body awareness. I had to know the difference between 10% of my weight in and 25% and then 37%. I needed to be so exact so I could drop my weight in so safely for the client. And what happened was when they felt weight coming in that controlled, they just melted. And so I just worked away clinically. No one knew this is what I was doing. I was just working clinically, building, paying my mortgage, providing for my family. And then one day, someone came up to me and told me about their injury. And I said, maybe I can help you. Let me show you what I do. And then when I started showing one person, they told another person. And before we knew it, we'd become the biggest provider of advanced trainings, of CE training in the UK.
Have you got into the United States teaching?
No, I'm here for my first visit. Okay. I'm meeting the great and the good of the American massage world, and I'm yourself included. And I'm trying to just find a way to reach out and share this information here in the USA. So this has been such a hit in the UK. We've trained over 3,000 massage therapists in this approach now, and this has just happened organically. It's happened without any business plan. So I thought, how do you do this in America? American massage therapists should know about this because the therapists love to work this way. The clients love it. And it doesn't work the way massage is taught. Do you understand? The way it's taught. And this provides a lot of practitioners with something new, something quite exciting, and an alternative for them to think about alongside of their existing training and experience.
And it's so nice to, many years ago I remember reading an article about you too and stuff in one of the magazines and stuff. And I started thinking about that too. So many therapists, they injure themselves, and that's one of the major reasons they get out of the field. This is going to help people stay in the field a lot longer.
Listen, I'm in danger of trying to tell smokers to give up smoking. You're not a popular person. If you go around the massage profession and saying what you're doing could injure you, they say, but I'm not, I enjoy this. This is how I'm trained, But the reality, the scientific reality, there have been 6 studies around this planet on massage therapists, 6 international studies. One was done by the Massage Association in Canada. One was done by Owen Laurie and Green. 3 of them I've done in the UK. And one was done by doctors in Taiwan. All done differently, all done in different ways. And you know what? They all came up with the same statistic. Between 70 to 80% of any massage therapist population that are questioned are showing signs of early or later stages of injury. 70%? My God, this would be criminal, And yet what I want to do is I want to give people a route to take their knowledge and their training and be able to carry on with that into their dotage. And with my approach, for the last 25 years, I've been working on this approach now. So this is well developed. I've seen a couple of people, they've tried to do work with elbows and arms. The biggest problem with that is they're going to injure people's backs. If you just use your forearms, all right, without supporting your back, you're putting strain on your back. Because when the hands are there, you're more upright. But as soon as you take the hands away and you drop the forearms, you're going to have serious back injury. I would say injure your wrists rather than your spine.
Yeah.
Because you injure your spine, you've got serious health problems. So there's stuff going around now around this stuff that I solved in my first year, and I'm 25 years on. Do you see that? And there's a lot to learn. It's not easy, but so I'm out here trying to, reach the American massage therapy community, talk to them, find a way to teach this or get this knowledge passed on by American trainers, I'm hoping.
Yep, and what I noticed too about when you use your forearms a lot more, it's a little bit, your fascia and everything else is more pliable afterwards. I mean, I'll massage myself like this a little bit before I start, and then after I'm done, I mean, it's like you're getting a massage yourself.
Totally. I mean, that is so spot on, because it's interesting. On our first course that we have in the UK, when the massage therapists turn up, I can go round and I can feel their forearms. So that's good. That's nice and loose. But a lot of them are so tight from all the work they've been doing with their massage work, and by the end of the training, I go around and they're pliable, they're soft, because they've been getting a massage too. The other great advantage of no hands is the surface area that we're covering. We're covering a great more surface area than is covered with the hands. We're working with the forearms. Sometimes we're working with the upper arms. So the amount of touch that is being delivered in a treatment is like having 4 people work on you. So for the client point of view, and from the therapist point of view, it means that it's like your clients are getting off the table and they're going, wow. Because it's like they've had 4 times the treatment. Well, you can imagine if you took one of your treatments and you extended that time, but we got that in a normal 40, 50 minute, 60-minute session.
And with myself, I actually have a gunstock deformity in my arm, because this is actually straight.
Okay.
So the thing is, when I massage, it's uneven all the time. But when I use my forearms, it's much
easier. You can bend both elbows and you're in. Good stuff.
Yeah. So you need to start teaching this in the U.S. soon, okay?
My aim is to bring this and give this to the USA, because it's too good. It shouldn't be kept secret. It shouldn't be owned by anyone. It should be just out there and shared. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. So what can we expect from you in the future then?
Well, see me around a bit more.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to be able to meet a lot of schools and a lot of therapists at maybe conventions and stuff like this, and meet people and generate enough interest for me to start providing some training. My main aim is to provide a trainer training for schools, to support the schools that are already doing a lot of the hard work in the world of massage. They're the guys that are attracting people into the world of massage, and God knows this world needs touch, So the massage schools are where my heart is, and I don't want to travel around the States teaching it to people. I want to train the massage schools to teach this, so they get all their students are staying local. They're not having to travel long ways and all that stuff. So my aim is really to train some of the top trainers in the USA to deliver this to their normal high standards. I'm not an American trainer. I'm not accredited to train in America. That's not how I want to do it. So I'm hoping that people will see this because they won't see me.
Yep. And the nice thing is, so many people do not have electric tables. So if you have the wrong height, so especially if it's a little bit higher, the forearms are going to work out great. And even if you have it too low kind of thing, you can use more of your body weight. So
absolutely.
You got the best of both worlds.
We do a lot in the training about what we could do at different heights. So it gives a lot more variation and possibility. And apart from anything else, we know that one of the major problems in anything in life is doing the same thing for too long. So having an alternative, having something that this will give me a new dimension to my work. People say it's got a kind of creativity and in some cases a spirituality around it. I hope people will be able to see me work. I want to come around and show these treatments around the USA so people can see for themselves. I could do that. That would be great. I would love to do that, and that's how I show it. That's how it grew in the UK. So I want to come to the exhibitions. I want to do treatments so people can see that. answer people's questions about it.
And one of my favorite techniques for myself when I massage with just my forearms is I'll actually massage my own forearms when I'm massaging, so they don't even know. So especially when they're in the prone position, it's like.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
No, you're making a massage technique on that.
You're straining that wrist out. It's certainly true that when we get, I mean, it takes time to build confidence. You know, one of the most difficult things is to train massage therapists to drop their weight on, and that's the key. That's our first day of training. I mean, the first day of our training courses, where we train people to literally do what I did on this first client. I did it unconsciously, but you try and consciously drop your weight on a client and stay totally relaxed in your arms. Whew, it's a bit like doing that thing. You know, it's kind of hard.
But you can do it.
I think I can do it for a bit.
No, do it the other way.
No.
And then how do people get a hold of you for more information then?
We have a website, which is nohandsmassage.com.
Okay.
And that's a website that shares a lot of videos about this, that shows you some of the strokes we teach on our first course, so we let those be sort of seen. The danger is if we show too many of the strokes without the proper foundational training, people are going to try and do it and they're going to injure their backs because they haven't had one-on-one instructor. This cannot be taught on video. You cannot teach such a change in body movement and structure and approach through a video. People need to come on the real live trainer who can look at their body shape and say, okay, you know, Ryan, that's looking good what you're doing. Now you need to just shift that weight model when you're moving and bend that knee a little bit more and change your breathing. Well, no one can do that through online or through video because it's traditional massage training. It's one,
especially with video at the wrong angle kind of thing too. You got to have the right.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
When I'm demonstrating, students are walking all the way around and then they're having a go, and then the only way to learn no hands is actually by feeling it on the table. That's that we say to the students, you're going to be when you're on that table, that's where you learn. You know, where just learning the technique and movement, that's not going to do it because it's all about the feel. And this is what gets me. You know, massage is a feel therapy. You know, so I'm a real Luddite. You know, I will talk online and I will show stuff, but you know, teaching massage through video? Hello? Did anyone wake up and smell the roses? You're talking about the feel. This media is great for information, but this media is not a feeling media. The feeling media is the classroom with the experienced teacher. This is why I'm going to the experienced teachers to teach this, to train them to teach this, because these are the guys that have done due diligence to the professional way that massage needs to be delivered. So I'm reaching out to the schools and to the conventions. You know, that's where you expect to see me. It's a long answer to your question. I apologize for that.
And my word of advice is get in contact with him and set up some kind of classes so he can get over here and start teaching this United States then. So
thank you very much. Well, thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Great to meet you, Ryan.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.